Hello and welcome back to the viewing list. Today we have another Marvel Monday video, and of course it's the most exciting one so far because today we're going to be talking about Iron Man. Now I know Iron Man is like a big part of the Marvel universe. People are very polarized about him. Some people love him, some people hate him, some people are just meh about it. He's a very polarizing character. Now, before we begin, I'm sure you guys have noticed that there was no video last week Monday, and that's mainly because I did not finish watching the movie in time. Because I had started watching it last week. The week before last week. And then I put it down. And then I just didn't have the urge to continue with it. So yeah. But I finally finished watching it yesterday. And so here we are. Iron Man was made in 2008. So it's 10 years old. It's like, that is a very strange concept to me. Like, this movie is 10 years old already, and I'm finally now getting around to watching the entire thing. Like, what have I been doing? I don't know. Iron Man is about this millionaire who owns a weapons company, and at the very beginning of the movie he is taken hostage and kind of tortured, but along the way he discovers a few things and his entire perspective on life kind of changes, and we see him struggle to become a superhero, or at least a good guy. I don't think he intended to become a superhero, but he wanted to do good with his life instead of creating things that destroyed people's lives. He wanted to help the people. And so throughout this movie, we're kind of seeing a struggle through becoming a good person and dealing with all the evil people in his life who don't want him to go down this path. It was interesting. Very interesting. Like, I didn't think that this is how Iron Man came to be. And I'm not sure if his story is more interesting than Captain America's. I don't really know which one I prefer, to be honest. Like, I can't choose. I think I'm just like one of those viewers who likes everything. Except horror movies. If you put me to watch a horror movie, it's not going to end well. But I think I'm just one of those neutral viewers who just meh about everything. Probably. So like, if my review is kind of weird and like doesn't really have a good opinion, I don't know what to say. I'm a liberal. I can't choose sides, okay? I just can't. It's just part of me. I can't actually choose a side. So I don't know if I prefer Captain America or Iron Man yet. Like, they're both really great superheroes, in my opinion. They're really great and their stories are totally different, and I can appreciate them both for different reasons. Or probably the same reason, honestly, because they save people's lives, and their movies kind of took me away from my own life and gave me a little bit of relief for a short amount of time. So I was able to de-stress after a long week of work and more work and stress. So yeah, I don't know why that just turned into Captain America, Iron Man argument with myself. What just happened? I have no idea either. You and me both. We're just as confused as each other. I really liked the plot of Iron Man. I thought it was well paced. I didn't really like some of the characters. Like, I mean, obviously I didn't like the villain because he's the villain. He's meant to be hated. But Miss Potts, I don't really like her. Like, there's nothing in particular that she did. Like, I don't think it's anything that she did. She's just an annoying character. Or am I the only one who thinks she's annoying? Anyways, I just didn't like her character. Tony Stark himself, I think I prefer him to his father, Howard Stark, because if you're following along with all of my reviews and watching along with me, you'll know that Howard Stark was in Agent Carter, and Howard Stark was Tony Stark's father, because Agent Carter is set like way in the past, and when we meet Tony Stark, then like that time has vanished already, which kind of makes me sad because I really wanted Agent Carter to meet Captain America again, but it doesn't look like that's ever gonna happen, and it makes me kind of sad inside because I really kind of shipped them. So now I'm kind of sad about it. I'm looking at my blog post to see what it is I wrote in the middle of the night after I finished watching it. Because I have a blog, if you didn't know, and I did write a review of this movie as soon as I finished watching it. So yeah, if you want to know my thoughts on things, like as soon as I finish watching the stuff, check out my blog. I will link it down in the description. Because I will most often, I post on my blog more, like, not more. I post on my blog faster than it takes to. Why is sentences so hard? Like, I'm trying to say, what am I trying to say? After I watch something, I usually like review it on my blog first before I ever actually sit down to make a video. So if you want to keep more updated, like if you want to get my thoughts first, then I would suggest following my blog, because that's where you'll get all my thoughts as soon as I finish the show, movie, etc. I will link it in the description. This movie took me a long time to finish because I watched like half of it the previous week, and then it took me a really long time to pick it up back because I wasn't like drawn to it. I didn't feel like continuing for a long while, so I just didn't continue, and I only just finished it last night. So I think this movie is meant to be taken in one sitting. Like, if you watch halfway through the movie and then you try to pick it up back, it's going to take you a long while before you decide to actually finish it. So I would suggest, if you want to watch this movie, watch it in one sitting. Clear your schedule and sit down and watch it. Take it in one evening, one morning, one night, whenever it is you feel like watching it. Just make sure you watch the entire thing through, or else it's going to take you a little while before you pick it up back, because that's what happened to me. Well, I mean, everyone is different, so I guess if you think you're gonna pick it up back the very next day, then you can do whatever you want to do, but I don't suggest it. Really. So in conclusion, I gave Iron Man 3.5 out of 5 stars because it's not the best thing ever, but it wasn't like really bad. Like, I didn't hate it, but I also didn't love it. So it's just a middle of the road thing for me, like, but it wasn't just an average movie. So I settled on a 3.5 instead of a 3 because it was better than a 3-star, but not as great as a 5 stars. I didn't feel like giving it a 4 either. So yeah, that's what I think about it. Okay, so tell me down in the comments if you have seen this movie and what were your thoughts on it. I would really love to know. Are you looking forward to watching more from the Marvel Universe? Also, leave that down in the comments. Also, I will leave a poll up in the cards. I'm thinking of doing it. I'm not sure how to do it yet, but I guess I'll learn how to do it by the time I post this video. I'm gonna leave a poll up there. Tell me, who do you prefer? Captain America, Agent Carter, or Iron Man? Which one is your favorite superhero? Let me know in that poll. This is an interesting subject for me. I'd really love to know your guys' opinion. So for next week, we're gonna be watching Iron Man 2. Are you guys excited? Do you want to continue watching Iron Man? Tell me. What are your thoughts? Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you like this video. Subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. And I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, bye.